And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
How's everyone's Monday evening? Welcome to Giants Sports Talk Live. Glenn will be with us shortly. He is walking back from the park as we speak. Giants beat the worst team in the major leagues by a score of 5-3. Yeah, okay. I mean, what are you gonna? What's up, Greg? What's up, Greg? How's it going, man? Right off the bat, here, how about we answer this? The reason why he had to go to Hicks was because Ryan Walker went 2 innings yesterday. What's up, Johnny Owen? Oh, man, I wish that was Joe Satriani. Joe Satriani, that guy is a guitar god. Guitar god. Yes, World Series bound. What's up, a guy called Ed? What's up, 49er Media? I see Greg. Bogser, what's up? Of course, good friend Will B. Greg, of course, I saw Addie out there in the very beginning. But yeah, that's the reason why he had to go to Hicks for so long, because he went to Ryan Walker 2 innings yesterday, so he wasn't available. Again, they beat the White Sox 5-3, worst team in the major leagues. I don't know what the issue is with the Giants always making it tough against bad teams, but that's what they do. That's what they do. They always make it look tough when you're playing really bad teams, not to mention the worst team in the major leagues. Man, I was getting Harrison. Boy, he navigated through some troubled waters. Had the bases loaded, no outs, and he was able to get out of it with a strikeout and a double play. The next inning, I think he had a guy on first and second and was able to get out of it. And yeah, they were actually able to have. Imagine that alive. What is going on, man? Matter of fact, I think I got something for you here. Check this out.
A Giant Sports Talk Live hot take from Alive Insurance.
All right. And what does he have to say? 4 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Holy crap. Stop the presses, man. When's the last time we saw something like that? Without a home run? Well, no. No, those were without the home run. Exactly. There was only one home run. It was a solo shot by Chapman. But yeah, all those runs came in. Well, the 4 for 6 came in with no home run. It was just a hit with runners in scoring position. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do against bad teams. Yeah, Casale actually went 2. Yeah, how about that, Greg? How about that? That was a shock. Didn't expect to see that with Casale. He couldn't throw out a runner to save his life. But yeah, Casale came out with 2 hits. It makes me wonder how long Bailey is going to be out. I saw it was announced that he's dealing with some tightness in his side. Got to be careful with that. That screams to me oblique. Obliques are like hamstrings as well. They take forever to heal. They take forever to heal. And hopefully they're able to catch it soon enough. Maybe he's been dealing with that for a while, and that's why he hasn't been able to hit for nothing. I think he's 0 for August, something like that. I mean, no, I think he's got a couple of hits, but it's been a bad August for Patrick Bailey. Give him some rest. I couldn't believe it. Oh, Grand Admiral says phantom injury. Maybe that's possible. You know who I did see in the dugout tonight, though? I couldn't believe it. I guess I could call off the search party. Tom Murphy was in the dugout today. I don't know what the status of him is. What's going on? Is he doing a rehab? Has he played in Sacramento? Is he playing in San Jose? What's going on with Tom Murphy? I saw him in the dugout, but what's going on with him, man? Come on. Casale stopping that. Oh, yeah. That was nuts. You're talking about that what should have been a wild pitch. That was, I don't know how he's able to do that, but he was able to get a glove on it and was able to, nice, Audie. I don't know how he was able to catch it, but man, that could have been a disastrous. Bub Rad, what is up, dude? Good to see you in here. Haven't seen you in here yet. Have you been in here? If you have, I'm sorry I haven't paid attention, but welcome, Bub Rad, if this is your first time. Phillies versus Braves tomorrow on Orioles versus Mets. Hopefully the Braves and Mets get beat up this week. It's a possibility. Braves are without Austin Riley now. I don't know how long he's going to be on the IL for. All right, cool. Good to see you, bub. Hope to see you more. Greg Bivens sucks. He hasn't been doing too well. His last couple of outings have not been very good. But yes, back to the Phillies and Braves, and then the Mets. Again, the Braves they lose Riley, so that's going to be significant. They had just got 6 to 8 weeks. Holy crap! What's up, Mike? Oh, I know who you are. Okay, Mike. Oh, you're the teacher in Fresno, right? You're just not using your entire last name, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know if I got that right. I think that's what it is. Okay, so what was the injury? Just so you guys so I don't have to go searching for it while I'm the only one on here right now. What is up, Kid Trickster? Yeah, weekend wasn't bad. Today was a long day. Well, actually, not the same, Maiko. Okay, fair enough. It's all good. You still bring it. I appreciate it. On Saturday, I had to drive to Santa Cruz. Today, I had to drive to San Francisco. So the last couple of days have been monotonous, especially when you're driving all the way from south of Sacramento all the way to the Bay Area. Whew. A hit by pitch. His hand, broke his hand. Man, you know how many times that's happened this year? A lot of players have gotten hit in the hand. Oh, that sucks for the Braves, dude. Went to the 49er game yesterday. Okay, cool, man. Pretty sure you had a good time. The weather's been beautiful. Oh, man. I drove into San Francisco today. It was absolutely spectacular. What is up, Mo? It was absolutely spectacular in the city today. Wow. I was impressed. And I didn't hit that much traffic. That was something. On the way back home, though, it wasn't too bad. As soon as I got on the 37, it got a little bit weird, but it usually does because of the stupid stoplight over there by Sonoma Raceway. But other than that, it wasn't too bad. Farhan is getting frisky again. Whatever. Whatever. Estrada blows. Wisely is way better. Yeah, I found that a little bit odd. I thought it would be Schmidt that went down and not Wisely, for the simple fact that Wisely's a left-handed batter. No, I live way past the East Bay. I'm south of Sacramento. I'm close to Elk Grove, Mike. Yeah. Yeah, Glenn is on his way home from the game. That is correct. 16 days until Thursday Night Football. Ravens until, look at that. Greg's already counting down football. Yeah, everyone's already starting to check out. I can understand that. But you know what? We're going to be here for playoff baseball, though. Playoff baseball. Come on, man. Come on, Greg. You can't pass up on playoff baseball. That is absolutely some of the best baseball that you can watch. What is up, Jim Everett? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Let's see what else we got. Am I a football fan? Not so much, man. Baseball is my thing, man. I'll watch. Don't get me wrong. I'll watch football just to see what's going on with the 49ers and all. And to keep up on fantasy football. but that's about it. My wheelhouse is trains, military history, and baseball. There you go. My first fantasy draft is this Saturday in Tahoe. Wow, in Tahoe. You guys are going all out. Playoff talk again. No, Heroku, no playoff talk, man. No, I'm just talking about playoff baseball. I'm not talking about Giants playoff baseball. You ever play Axis and Allies, the board? No, I never did. But when I was a kid, I played Risk. That was fun. Risk was always fun. That was good times. I might have to get into some of those. You know, it's awesome. Going a little off topic here, guys. Just bear with me. Check out, there's a YouTube channel called littlewars.tv. Absolutely fantastic. They do all the tabletop games, and they recreate military campaigns from everything from the Gulf War all the way to like antiquity, the Pyrrhic Wars, all that stuff, man. As a matter of fact, I think they're going to get ready to do the Punic Wars. I think no, they did. What did they do? What did they do? It was the sea battle between the Greeks and the Romans. Yeah, it was absolutely cool to watch. So if you guys want to give them a like or go give them a follow, if you like that kind of stuff, go check it out. Anyways, yeah. Again, it's the Giants and the White Sox, man. It's kind of a boring game, to be honest with you. Don't get me wrong. You want to see the Giants win, just see what they got. Unfortunately, there's some of the guys I want to see, but they should be playing certain guys because, come on, let's be realistic. I know they're trying to they're mathematically still involved in the wild card. I get it. I understand. You still want to push for it. But I'd rather just bring up all the young guys. Terrible game. Harrison not in play. That's interesting how you bring it. I was thinking about that too. He went 6 innings, which was okay. But he had a lot of runners on base. How many hit? Oh, gosh dang it. Here, let me take a look at it real quick. We'll get into it a little bit more. He gave up 5 hits and 2 walks. He had a lot of base runners on. He was able to navigate through those bases loaded jams and also the runners on, I think, wasn't there runners? No, that runners on second and third. That's the one that I think was it Tyler that gave that hit up. But I wasn't impressed. He was okay. Let's say that. Harrison was okay. Farhan effing ruined everything. Yes. The abandoned, Rancho Seco? No, not Rancho Seco. What am I talking about? Yeah, Rancho Seco. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. They just closed it down because I guess they got scared of having a damn nuclear power plant. Mistake, says I, because could you imagine how cheap the energy costs would be here in this region in SMUD? Oh my gosh. We're paying through our freaking nose for energy costs over here. It'd be awesome if they still had nuclear power over here. Yeah, I saw a fractured finger. Come on. How in the hell do you fracture a fingernail? Wow. Yeah, you can get right up to it now. It's not all the nuclear stuff is gone, Bogser, but you could go up to it. They got some other weird stuff going on over there. Some kind of power generation thing going on. Something with, is it? Oh, I think it's the methane or something like that. Something like that. But he fractured a fingernail. That is crazy. That sounds like a fluke injury right there. Did he take a hammer to his finger or something? What happened? I don't know. Yeah, but very weird. I saw that he went on the IL. That sucks. Because his last outing was actually pretty decent. His first outing, not so much, but his second outing wasn't so bad. Glenn is on his way from the ballpark. He's probably watching that drone show. He's probably watching the drone show. Yep, Casale. Yep, he was able to get a couple of hits today. That was good to see from Casale because he hasn't been doing a whole lot. He can't throw a runner out. I said that earlier. He can't throw a runner out for the life of him. White Sox were running pretty good on him. White Sox kind of reminded me of the Giants just for the simple fact they can't get a hit with the runners in scoring position. That could have been a disaster, man. That could have honestly, this game could have been a lot worse than what the score turned out to be. But again, like I said, Harrison was able to get out of it. He got a key double play. That helped him when that bases loaded. He got a strikeout, then the double play, ended the threat. But that could have been disastrous. I thought the drone show was drone show is today. It's the Funko Pop for September 1st. Niners window is closed, says Jim Everett. Always got to throw in the Niner shade, but that's okay. All right, guys, I'm just going by what you're saying. I'm waiting until Glenn shows up before we really get into the post game as far as what the Giants did and get into the out of town scoreboard. Please, quick thoughts on it. I didn't even watch it. I didn't watch the Republican National Convention. I haven't, and I'm not going to watch the Democratic National Convention. It's a bunch of it's propaganda, man. You think you're going to get anything out of that? To be honest with you, no, you're not. Let's see. Where are we going here? Myco. So here's a theoretical. If McRae hits enough to stay up here, what in the hell are the Giants going to do about the outfield? That's a good question. Make it a competition in spring training to see who's gonna be the guy, right? Pretty sure Lee's gonna be in the center field, and pretty sure Matos is gonna be in left. But who's gonna be in right field? Or maybe Ramos goes to right field. Who knows? There's definitely one outfield position that's open. Is McRae gonna break through? I don't know. Do I think they should sign an outfielder with some pop? Yes. Your corner outfielders, right? Your corner outfielders, you want to have a little bit of pop. Right now, the only one that has pop, of course, is Ramos. Yaz, is he really? 9 home runs. That's not a lot of pop to me. And of course, Lee will be your center fielder next year. But McRae, he said, I'm not going to complain. He's been doing a decent job since he's been up, considering it's his first taste in the major leagues. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Let's see if he can keep it up. We'll see. We'll see what happens. They definitely have to address first base. First base needs to be addressed. Third base, who knows what's going to happen? I got a feeling that Chapman is going to be sticking around for a little while. Whether it's on his current contract or if the Giants extend him. I don't know how that's going to pan out. But, yeah, definitely corner outfielder, a second baseman, first baseman as far as the future. Kind of alluding to what you're saying, Mike, as far as what is the future going to behold. I know you're talking specifically about McRae, but he may. What's up, Kyle? What's up, man? Ibrahim says, just try not to get too high on McRae. I can understand that. Schmidt started red hot last year and it cooled off hard. Yes, it did. That is true, Ibrahim. 100%. Yeah, but matter of fact, Ibrahim, it was both Bailey and Schmidt. Remember they got called up and they came up and they were like gangbusters when they first came up. It's not so much that way now. Not so much that way anymore. We don't want Glenn on the show. He is one of them lethal. I smell what you're stepping in. It's all good, man. Trade Ray in the offseason. Sign Kim and Burns. I would like to sign Burns. Kim, I don't know, man. After looking at his numbers, then again, I understand you can't look at everything through the numbers. I get it. Chapman is not going to hit 30 home runs this year. No way. You think he's got another 10 in him? Let's see. We've already got what? April, May, June, July, and half of August. We'll just say, half August. That's 4.5 months, and he's only at 20. I don't think he hits 30. What's with Benny? What's up, Krister? Good to see you in here, man. I think he's from Minnesota. Krister's from Minnesota. He's got a hurt side. They said a tight, or no, what is it? Tightness in his side. I think that was the exact words that they used. Sounds like an oblique. We'll see what happens. What's up, Gilbert? McRae could be a fourth outfielder. Great glove, yes. And of course, under team control. That's a good point. I like that. I like that fourth outfielder. Make him a defensive replacement. If you're up and you need to prevent any runs towards the end of the game, I agree with that. That would make sense. Giants need to get some more pop, though, right? In their lineup. That's why I'm thinking. So no Giant. No, I don't think any Giant will hit 30 home runs. I just don't see it. Unless they go on it. You never know. They might go on a tear. But you got to think about this, Mike. Sure, you're going to be facing, you got Chicago right now, and then you're going to be facing Miami. But after that, you're going to be facing some really tough teams. And I just don't see the Giants hitting a lot of home runs against those tough teams. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying you're going to be playing some really good teams. You're going to be facing San Diego 6 times. You're going to face, yeah, right, Grant, I know. Man, that would be something, right? If the Giants could actually seal the deal on that. If you could have, I talked about it the other night, if you could have Eldridge at first base, Soto in the outfield, sign freaking Burns, maybe get another, a second baseman with a little bit of, oh, man. That would be something. First thing you got to do, though, is you got to get rid of Farhan. First things first, right? Let's not put the cart before the horse. Before we talk anything about Soto, you got to get rid of Farhan. Otherwise, it's no point of even talking. You get a different GM. Maybe there's something. Maybe. Not saying it's possible, but maybe. Chardal, you want to join the show? What else is new, buddy? Chris Dardar, that's pretty good. I see where you're going, Chris. That's pretty good. I like that. No, we don't need 30 home runs. We have the best starting rotation in the league and can sneak into the third wild card and the worst record year after year. We have no room for improvement. We are the best. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Greg. Sadly, everybody, Farhan will probably be here next year. You're probably right. I mean, what's the difference of this year compared to the other 2 years? And they still held on. Yeah, hell, they gave Farhan an extension after last year. Come on. Soto's wiggle is a beat. I'd rather not. Oh, look at that. He doesn't like Soto. Okay. You can't argue his talent, though, man. You can't argue his talent. And he could very easily pop it out of Oracle Park on any night. We saw it firsthand when the Yankees were here against the Giants. I mean, what other power bat you want to get that's out there? Who else is going to be a free agent next year that's going to be a power bat? I can't think of off the top of my head. Chardal's going to a Giants game on August 21st, which is in a couple of days. Awesome. Cool deal, man. Hope you have fun. If we can make the playoffs, we have to extend Farhan 4 years. If we win one game in that series, we extend him 8. Trust the process. That's pretty good. Look at the Chris coming in with the jokes tonight, man. I like it. And there you go, Hiroku. It was already in the back of my mind when I was talking about the outfield. I know what you're talking about. That is a possibility. That corner outfielder that I was talking about has a high possibility of being Mike Yastrzemski. That is correct. That instead of, you know what? Hey, why go sign Juan Soto or try when you got Mike Yastrzemski? Look, again, I'm not trying to personally attack the guy, but I'm just talking about, can we not do better as a corner outfielder? Sure, he's a great glove. I get it. But we need someone with a little bit more oomph with the bat. There's something I want to do, but I can't do it until Glenn comes here. I think you guys will like it. Eric, what should I meet up on? We're going to be over by the Coke bottle on September 1st. That's where we'll meet up. That seems to be an easy place, a landmark that everyone could go meet up. Get to say hi to everyone, maybe take some pictures, shake some hands. Yeah, why not, man? Look at Bub. Interesting. Giants should be looking to pick up Yordan Alvarez. Send Luciano, Wisenhunt, Matos, etc. to the Astros for Yordan at DH. Astros are old and need young guys. I have not seen Val yet. Senior, what's up, man? Good to see you. Have not seen Val yet. Interesting. I wonder if the Astros would do that. It all depends on how high are they on Luciano and Matos. I'm sure they'll be high on Wisenhunt. That's an interesting proposition. That may get it done. That might be possible. How many more years of control do the Astros have on Yordan, though? Or is he going to be a free agent? Oh, no, he wouldn't be a free agent if you're talking about a trade. How many more years of control does Alvarez have? Or I should say the Astros have on Yordan. You don't want to do that? I don't see why not. Is Luciano really going to? I don't know. We don't know. Who knows? To be honest with you, we don't know. Eric Miller, he has his moments in the bullpen. Sometimes he comes out and he's looking good, or sometimes he comes out and he just looks dookie. Inconsistent. To be honest with you, Tyler Rogers has been doing okay. He hasn't been doing all that bad. Even though I don't care for him, I don't like the whole submarine thing. Yeah, I get it. It's a different look. It's a little gimmicky for me, but that's just me. Let's see what we got. The only reason why Glenn is late is because someone offered him a Flores card. He's probably watching that drone show. There's a drone show right after the game. That could be it. Yeah, he ran that marathon yesterday. Where's the Coke bottle? Chardol, man. Gonna have a discussion there, Chardol. You're a Giants fan and you don't know where the Coke bottle is, man? Okay. It's kind of what I was saying, bub. This is what I was saying. I was thinking next year, maybe a kind of year, but I think 2026, when you see the full time of Bryce Eldridge, right? As again, this is predicated on this year's offseason. If you could go sign Corbin Burns, because Snell's going to walk, man, right, bub? I hope you agree. Snell will probably walk. He's playing himself into free agency. He wants to get that. He wants to get his bag. Sign. Oh my God, forgot his damn name. Corbin Burns. Sign Corbin Burns. Right. So you have Webb, Burns, Ray, and then if you want to stick with Birdsong and Harrison, that's fine. That's going to be their second full season, right? I should say Harrison's second full season, and Birdsong will be his first full MLB season. So he may be a little bit better because he's getting stretched out right now. That would be nice. First base, you'll have Bryce Eldridge. Not next year, okay? Because what I'm talking about is next year. But the year following, you got Bryce Eldridge at first base. If you sign Juan Soto, you could have him in the outfield. So now you got two bats there. Upgrade second base because I don't care for Tyro or Wisely. Schmidt, I don't know, man. I don't know. He's getting a little bit long in the tooth. I want to see the kid succeed. But boy, he just has so much difficulty with that outside pitch, man. It's pretty ugly. I don't know. We'll see. But that I think second base could be upgraded. Shortstop is Fitzgerald. Third base is probably going to be Chapman until he's gone. Outfield is pretty much set except for right field. You got Lee and Ramos will probably be out there. Gosh, if you could get Soto to play right field, I know. Look, I get it. I understand. Giants aren't going to get Soto. I get it. But I just like thinking about this, especially if they don't have far. Look, if they hold on to Farhan, forget about it. It ain't happening. No way. Not happening. It's just fun to talk about, doesn't it? Doesn't that make you feel pretty good? It's if you could get Bryce Elder, Juan Soto, and like I said, we'll see what happens at third base and second base.
Well, I figured I better show up because apparently word on the street outside Oracle Park is that Chardal is itching to come in unless I show up.
How about that?
I'm here to rescue
that? So how was it out there today?
You know why I'm late tonight?
Yeah, you were watching the drone show.
I couldn't get out of the ballpark. No one left their seats. I'll tell you, the drone show had everyone engaged. It was the Blue Moon Drone Show.
Yeah, because it was the blue moons out there tonight. Yeah.
Very pretty.
It looks pretty cool. I was just going to say it looks nice, huh?
Very active. Oh, and the drone. You know what, Eric? I said to my better half, Bernice, I said, drones are going to take over. We're not going to need fireworks anymore. They're going to be much safer.
Oh, it's true. Those drones are pretty awesome.
Especially in a dry environment like California.
Yeah, not only can they do that, but they're pretty deadly in warfare. But that's a discussion for another show at another time.
I think that that's military history chronicle material. So what did I miss, Eric? When did you go on, and what have you covered?
I haven't done the post game yet or anything. Just talking a little bit of baseball. That's all.
Oops.
That's
Hello. There we go.
Got a nice full house in here. Got 57 in here. Wow. Between YouTube and Twitter, not too bad. Not too bad. Appreciate the support out there, guys.
You know that.
Absolutely.
We are the Bay Area's and the Internet's only 20. What are we? 24. What is it? 24? No, I 367.
We're not 365. 5. Don't throw in an extra 2 days.
We're not confused now.
They're 365. Let's
you know what it is? I'm disheveled. I don't have my glasses. Can you grab my specs? Right there. I can't even see you, Eric. You notice that? Silly Jesse has
there
arrived.
Go.
There we go. There we go. And now I'm back and I'm ready to go. How you doing? Original Mr. Craps here. Addie's here. Greg's here. Hey, Greg. Greg's my new buddy. One of my new best friends. Got Kyle here. Geez, Eric, when I don't show up, they all flood in. What do I scare them away or something?
Hey, Greg, I talked about it. It's because Hicks or Ryan Walker threw 2 innings yesterday. He was unavailable, so you had to go to Hicks. Who else are you going to go to? There's no one else you could go to close.
All right, what is it? Addie? Yep. Lay it on me, baby. Lay it on me.
Oh, here we go.
And while we wait for that, good night at the ball yard. The bats were going, Eric.
Yeah, well, it's the worst team in a major league, so I would hope that they would do something. But then again, you still eked out a run. It's not like it was simple. Harrison put a lot of guys on base. He got out of it, which is great. But, it was 5-3. It got a little froggy there in that 9th inning there, Glenn. I mean, it's not like it was open and shut. It's scratching and clawing against these bad teams. You can't keep doing that.
A win is a win is a win. We'll take it.
Fair enough.
We'll take it.
And it is a win. Yeah. Come on.
All right. Addie says, can I bring this up? I don't even know what his take is yet. He says, you say, as a fan, we should be rooting for the team to win. As much as I agree, sometimes I think as a fan, we should be able to root for losses the way we can take a quick step back. What?
I hear what he's saying. I understand the process.
No,
there.
You know what? If he's going to write that statement, Addie, I love you. But once he gets to as much as I agree, sometimes I think, well, scratch. If you're a fan, you don't cheer to lose. Sorry. Under no circumstances. If you are a fan, you do not cheer for your team to lose. Then you are no longer a fan. So, sorry.
Well, I think I think what they mean by fan for losing. because they love the team and they want the team to go a different direction. And then the only way you could get into that different direction is by forcing the team to take drastic actions. I think that's what he's trying to say. I can understand that. Because it's frustrating because people are tired of the type of baseball the Giants are playing.
Well, you're going to be the voice of reason on this show because from now on, Eric, there is no more casual Glenn here. I'm going to tell it like it is. And I don't think if you're cheering for the team to lose, then you're not really a fan of the club, are you?
Fair enough.
It's my
I can understand it. I can understand that, but I'm just saying I can understand what is trying the premise of what they're trying to.
I understand the premise.
Yeah,
Eric.
Yeah.
I understand exactly what as Eric would say, I understand what they're stepping in.
I smelling what you're stepping in.
But I ain't drinking that Kool-Aid.
But you ain't drinking the Kool-Aid.
I'm cheering for the team to win. And contrary to belief, somebody said earlier in a post to you or message, they said, what was it yesterday? They said, I wear different jerseys. You know what I was wearing today, Eric?
What are you wearing today?
I wore my Tyler Rogers today.
Oh, nice. No Willer Flores.
Tyler Rogers on today. So
what is up, Val? Good to see you, man. Saw you last
Val.
night on the Military History Chronicles. Appreciate you showing up, man.
History Chronicles pretty good yesterday. Good job there, Will B. Good job, Eric.
Thanks. Yep. Good. It was a good show. Enjoyed it.
Yeah. Thought it was great. Thought it was good. I love when you break out the old train video.
Oh, I love it, man.
Bernice wanted to see the big boy.
Oh, I love the big boy, man. You guys, look. Anyone wants to watch
something for me personally? We haven't talked about this on the air, and I love when we just throw. I love the expression when I ask Eric a question or when I bring up a topic. He does it. He goes, "I'll say we're going to have a guest on the show." He go, "We are."
Yeah.
Well, here's a question. Every time you play this video, your go-to line is, "Geez, the guy over by the rail tracks in the green shirt." What is that? What happened?
I'll tell you what happened. That dumbass sitting over there by the box, as the train was a little bit further down, he was in the middle of the track trying to, I don't know if he was putting a camera down or doing something. I yelled at him. I was like, get off the fucking tracks, dude. Everyone else is like, get off the track. He's like, I'm getting off the tracks. I was like, dude, you don't even know. And then that's why the locomotive was laying on the horn for so long, that far away, because they saw him out in the middle of the track. The dude would have got squished like a bug. But the dude was an idiot. The dude was an idiot. The dude was an idiot.
You know what I did notice? I've seen that video several times, and until last night, immediately after, I thought he got run over or something because the people immediately to the right of the camera kind of lunged like they're going to run across toward him. And I noticed there were it looked like there
was a lot of people
drive-in. Their cars were lined up down the track.
A lot of people. People want to see that locomotive, man. It's the biggest steam locomotive in the world, so people want to go watch it. You know,
give me the skinny. And it doesn't come here. Does it come through your area regularly? Was this a one-off, or what is? No,
it's a one-off. Let's see. It was renovated back in, I think, 2015, and I think they started in 2015. They finished around 2017. It's had a couple of excursions already. But this is the first time it came to Northern California, so I had to go. I mean, I don't know when it's going to come back through Northern California, so I had to go see it. So I was able to see it go through 2 crossings, and then I was able to see it while I was in Roseville. It was awesome.
I thought it was pretty freaking cool. I didn't know the background. You keep every time you're like, oh, the guy in the green shirt or whatever. It was pretty.
Yeah, I always say that every time. I always got to point that
teal. I think you say it's a teal.
The
guy in the teal. The guy in the teal. He got run over. Anyway, now I'm glad you shared that on the show last night, Eric. Thanks, buddy.
You betcha. All right, should we get to the pregame or postgame, I should say?
The pregame? That was at 7 this morning, I remind you.
Yeah. It was a long day. Matter of fact, I was in the city today.
Why didn't you drop by? Dude.
I was.
You don't call? You don't write?
I was going to the complete other side of the city. I had to go to the VA.
That's way over there. But I mailed you a letter today, so you'll get that in the mail tomorrow or the next day.
Right on.
Yeah. It's a request. Awesome. A request.
Okay.
Somebody wanted your autograph. I said I'd send the stuff over. So. And away we go.
All right. You caught me off guard on that one, man. That's pretty good. All right, let's get into this.
And now, today's Giants in Review on Giant Sports Talk Live.
And here we go, right off the top. Giants beat the worst team in the major leagues. They beat the White Sox 5-3. Harrison gets the win. He's now 7-5. Cannon, he looked pretty good in the first few innings. Not so much in the mid to late innings. And, of course, Hicks with the save. A lot of hitting going on today for the Giants. They had 12 hits today, Glenn. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
About that. Fitzgerald had 1. Wade had 2 hits. That was nice to see. Ramos had a hit. Conforto had 2. Chapman with 2. One of them being a long ball.
Yep.
Yastrzemski, the only 0-4 in the whole lineup. Estrada, McRae, Casale with 2 hits. It's good to see.
And by the way, if my numbers serve me correct, McRae now with a 4-game hitting streak. No, it doesn't sound like much, but a young guy. It's kind of nice to see.
Yeah, true. Yeah, he just came up, man. That's great to see. The guy's doing something.
Now, before you get into the pitching, while we're looking at hitting, my God, Eric, I've said several times on the show the past few weeks, many a time, in fact, that I look at rosters around the league and I go, who? Especially pitchers when we're teeing things up in the morning show. Giant Sports Talk Live every morning at 7. We take a look at who's playing and the pitching matchups. But, Eric, I needed a scorecard for that roster in Chicago. Holy cow.
I didn't know.
I think I knew was Vargas. And the only reason, and Robert Jr., right? But the only reason I knew Vargas was because he played in Los Angeles.
Yep. I knew.
Who the heck was? I didn't know Corey Lee. I didn't know
Lee. I know Vaughn. I don't know Fultz. Who the hell's Fultz?
Nicky Lopez.
I know Nicky Lopez.
I know Licky Lopez. Nicky Lopez.
Licky Lopez. Licky Lopez.
It's a long day, Eric.
Yeah, it has been.
Yeah, it has been. I hope this show is over soon. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup tonight, or how our pitching staff. Licky Lopez.
You got Harrison. He goes 6 innings. It was good that he went 6 innings, but he gave up 5 hits. He only gave up 1 earned run. It could have been a lot worse, man. He had a lot of traffic on the bases. 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. You know, it wasn't great, but it wasn't horrible. How about that? How about that? Bivens, not so good. Tyler gave up a couple of hits. Hicks gave up you don't want to see these guys in the late innings giving up this many hits, man. That's 6 hits in the last couple of innings. You know, you don't want to see that. So a little bit weird. But Harrison, I mean, you saw him. He's okay, I guess, right? Okay.
Oh well, let's just get out of there with a win in front of 29 grand. 29,000 plus. Big crowd for Harry Potter night tonight, Eric.
Yeah, I was wondering if there's going to be a very big crowd, being that it's the damn Chicago White Sox. Oh, and it's the drone show, too. Probably brought a lot of people over, I'm sure.
Bub Brad says McRae batting 356. Very small sample size, but it's good to see. He's really contributing. Yeah. On the field, looking good out there in center field, too.
He looks really good out there, right?
Just in one play, I did question. Maybe I was getting a little too, not cocky, but I wanted to see a little more hustle. There was one play that we were, from our vantage point up in the seats, what did it look like on television? There was a play in center field where it looked like he didn't hustle in to catch the ball and it dropped in front of him. Did he have a play on it?
I don't think so. He was pretty far away from it. It was kind of just a dying duck out there.
All right. Enough said. Kyle says, Glenn, when do you or how often do you head back to your other place in California?
Huh? He's in California.
I am in California.
He's a block away.
Or maybe he means my daughter's. Maybe he means when I'm up in Winnipeg at
maybe he's
my daughter's.
Maybe he's talking about Canada. Maybe CA is in Canada, not California.
Yes. Oh, sorry about that. Well, CA, I'm used to CA.
Yeah.
I fill out my envelopes, sending you your fan mail. Occasionally I head back to, I'll be up there for Christmas. I think I'll be heading back for a couple of days or maybe a week over Christmas.
There you go.
Not going anywhere because you know what's coming up in a couple of weeks, Eric. In fact, the date will be September 1st. Mark it down in your calendar. Boys and girls, you get a chance to meet that guy right there.
This guy?
That guy. You.
And that guy.
You.
Yeah, how about that? Let's do it. All right, there we go. September 1st at Oracle Park. Both Glenn and I will be at the ballpark. You can meet us at the Coke Bottle. Chardal doesn't know where the Coke Bottle is, but yeah.
Is that good or bad?
I don't know, man. Might be actually a good thing. I think he was joking around, I think.
So which hat do you like better, Eric?
I like that 415. That looks good.
Just because I want, yeah. So tonight I wore this to the game.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
On the show, and I just want to kind of, tick you off. I got my whole collection of hats sitting here on the studio bench with me. The last giveaway was this one.
Dear God, man.
That's my. Now you got me calling it the Shrek.
The
hat.
Shrek.
My star. What is his name?
Yoda.
Yoda. Yeah, I got my Yoda hat. I picked this one up at the game last week. I got a USA one. And then tonight was trucker hat night. First 415 people got one of those. And of course, I've got special clearance to get in. I get in the back door area, so I got in early and got my. That's a good thing. When it's a free night, like a free hat night, and they're only at like 400. I'm like, let the party begin. I have arrived. Unlike the show when I decide to show up when I show up, right?
Eric's got it, man.
Let's take a look around Major League Baseball. Jump right into that next, Eric. I want to see what else is happening because after a win, I want to see where we stand. So let's take a look at what else happened today.
And now, a Giant Sports Talk Live scoreboard update.
All right, let me refresh this. See if anything's there we go.
We're all final.
There it is. Diamondbacks beat the Marlins 9-6. Look at that. Who is Adrian Del Castillo? Whoever he is, he hit a grand slam. Wow. Look at that. So the Diamondbacks are back in their winning ways. I know Ketel Marte, I believe, hit the IL. I know he had a weird incident with his leg a few days ago over there at second base. So again, Diamondbacks beat the fledgling Marlins 9-6.
TJ Friedl, he was red hot today for the Cincinnati Reds in a 6-3 win over the Toronto Blue Jays. Friedl was 3 for 4, scored a couple of runs, had an RBI, and belted a home run. He's only batting .237, but most of Major League Baseball is. Averages, they seem to be down this year around the league, Eric, but he had a nice day. Reds beat the Blue Jays 6-3. Now rumors out of Toronto, according to my Toronto-based right-hand man, Dave Patrician. Dave says that the Blue Jays have announced they are going to at least field some offers for Bo Bichette in the offseason. We'll see how that falls into place over the next few weeks and as the postseason and offseason nears us. Mets, they were in action today. Oh, well, let's hope they didn't win, but oh, God, it looks like they
Look at that. Against the Orioles even. Mets pulled it off 4-3 with a Francisco Alvarez walk-off home run to seal the deal. Mets beat the Orioles. We thought maybe the Orioles are going to be able to do some damage against the Mets to help out the Giants. Well, it is not so. Mets pull it out again, 4-3 against the Orioles in Flushing, New York.
That's why I don't bet on baseball, Eric.
Because you never know.
I thought Baltimore would. I'm like, yeah, Baltimore will win that. Texas over the Pittsburgh Pirates today. Final score, 4-3.
Yeah, that. Royals beat the Angels. That's not no surprise. Paul DeYoung. Look at that. Forever Giant, Paul DeYoung. Hits 2-run home run for the Royals. Look at that. That's right. He was a trade deadline acquisition for the Orioles. And it looks like he's coming through. Orioles beat the Angels 5-3 to reach the 70th win of the season for the Royals. Look at that.
Eric, it's almost a trend, isn't it? guys who play for the San Francisco Giants, they kind of poop the bed. They go elsewhere, and then, geez, he's revived his career. But Paul DeYoung, there's a name I hadn't heard for a while. I thought he was done.
Yeah, so did I.
What's next? Did you skip one?
No, I did. That's you, man. That's you. Go for it, man.
You didn't. All right. You were slowly sliding it up the screen there, and I have no control when you're the wizard behind the curtain over there, and I'm like stuck with it. Okay.
Look,
I know. I always seem to get.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I told Eric I hate doing I hate the Astros, and every freaking night, it is a sure Vegas win if you get Glenn Astros 5, Red Sox 4.
And look at that, Padres back in the winning ways as well. They beat the Twins. That's a tough team. Again, remember the Twins were playing the Guardians for a nice series, and now it's the Twins versus the Padres. And Padres came out up on top, beat them 5-3. Look at that. Rookie of the Year candidate, Jackson Merrill, puts the Padres ahead with a bases clearing double.
Wow. And for people who are new to the channel and you're new to baseball, it means the bases were loaded, runner first, second, and third, and he doubled in all three scores.
Yep. Correct.
All right, Rays over in the East Bay. They suffered a 3-0 loss. The A's with the victory. They're 54th. Nothing really important to talk about in that game other than maybe the A's fans could see the drone show from over at Oracle Park tonight.
Yeah, they were coming out of the park, right?
Street? Yeah. I've always wondered about that. All the planes that fly by.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I'm wondering, can you see what does that look
like?
No.
I ain't gonna do nothing to. No, it doesn't do that. They're too low, and by the altitude of the aircraft at that time.
Well, maybe I'm gonna have to get a guest. Maybe I'll get an airline pilot on, Eric, and he can confirm or deny that. We'll see.
Yeah, it should be good. The issues is like lasers and stuff. That's where you get some issues. We already went over the White Sox and the Giants. Mariners get blanked by the Dodgers in LA. Both Lux and Muncy homer in the 7th to put the Dodgers on the board. Oh, Max Muncy's back. That just deepens the lineup for the Dodgers. They're going to need it, man, because they're pitching. Oh, who pitched again? Who pitched for the Dodgers? Because they only allowed 2 hits today.
Well, that was Gavin Stone.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, remember we teed that up this morning? Remember who pitched for the Mariners?
Oh, that was Woo. That's right.
Brandon Woo.
Right.
Woo.
I'm guessing
he had the voodoo going today. No voodoo.
No, well, maybe he did because it said they hit the go-ahead runs in the 7th, so he might have been out of the game by then.
Let me see what he did. You know what? I shouldn't speak out of turn. Let's see what Woo did today. Brian Woo. Not bad. Not a bad. Geez, you know what? When you're up against the Dodgers, it doesn't take much, does it?
No, it doesn't.
6 1/3. He only gave up 2 hits, Eric.
See?
But he gave up 2 runs, both earned, struck out 5, gave up a home run, threw 87 pitches. So the Dodgers were taking pitches, a lot of them. He only pitched the 6 innings. So
wow.
The Dodgers are what they are, Eric.
Yes, they are.
They are what we achieve to be.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want to look at the standings now, or you want to wait a little bit?
Might as well look at them now. We can get out of here early tonight.
All right, fair enough. Here we go.
Unless you want to stick around for a couple hours. I don't
know. It's up to you. Hey, you want to go? We'll go. I got something interesting.
It's been a long day, Eric.
It has been.
I was working on, I'm going to tell you a little bit later on, I've got guests lined up for us.
Ooh, guests. You hear that, chat?
Not tonight, but I have guests. We got to talk about the new website going to be launched this week.
That's right.
Fantasy Football League. You've got a few bits of news about the league. We may be expanding. So let's take a look off the back of the scoreboard at how these standings are faring off. San Francisco should be about 3.5. Let me see. 64, 63, and there they are. But technically speaking, as you and I like to factor in, it's really 4.5.
4.5 if it's the Braves, exactly. So you got the
Braves
Padres
off today.
Yeah, yes, Braves are off.
That's why there was only a half game differential today.
Padres leading it with the Diamondbacks in second. Braves currently in third place, are talking about the wild card, that is. You got the Mets ahead of the Giants by a game, actually by 2 games. And then, of course, the Giants, as you stated, Glenn, they only gained a half a game because the Braves aren't playing today. And the Braves got some bad news because Austin Riley is going to be out for the rest of the regular season.
That's right.
That's huge for Atlanta Braves. He's one of their offensive catalysts. And it sucks to see him go down. Man, what is up with the Braves? There are so many injuries. Strider, Acuna, Michael Harris II, but he's finally back. Now you got Austin Riley, Ozzie Albies. Man, you want to talk about bad luck. Woo! Man.
There you have it. The Giants now 3.5 back, entering play tomorrow against the White Sox. I'll be there. And as always, I'll join in progress. I'll try to be back in time for the game.
Nice.
Game time performance. Eric takes the airwaves not long after final pitch, which is really nice, Eric. You jump right on board, so I get back as quickly as I can to my little studio. And tomorrow night, it is a 6:45 start once again. You should be on the air around 9:30 or so.
9:30.
It's going to be a full slate. Not a full slate of action today, by the way. Before I jumped into the show, Eric, I'm also left in the blind a little bit when I do that. Did you get a chance to touch on the fact that obviously Estrada's up? Wisely. He's gone down.
I was surprised about that for the simple fact that he's a lefty, a left-handed bat. I'm surprised I thought it would be Schmidt, not Wisely, but it is. It is what it is.
Here's what Bub Rad's coming to the plate with tonight. He says next year, Ramos in left, McRae in center, Lee in right. I don't see that at all. Lee will be your center fielder on opening day next year. Wisely at second. I don't think he's part of this franchise. And Luciano traded. Could be. I'd still like to get him up here at the major league level before this season is over. If we are out of the running, which might be soon, then
bring
you
him
give
up.
him the Cats.
Yes, exactly. Hey, Glenn, give me a minute. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab some coffee. I'll be right back.
All right. Licky Lopez. No, is that what I said? Licky Lopez? Licky Lopez. Licky Lopez. It's funny. I did my radio show. I was talking about the Pez flavors that were recently adopted, and they failed. There was a new Pez coffee flavor. Didn't go over. There was the new minty fresh flavor, the eucalyptus flavor, and a few others. Didn't go over very well. You guys ever have a Pez dispenser? I think I had a Pez dispenser with Will the Thrill's head on it. You pop it open, the Pez come out. Pretty cool. I know that Will B was looking at his memorabilia collection the last couple of days. He was throwing me some photos. Will, did you get rich? That is the question. Will is sticking around in our chat. I see Will B is out there as an administrator in the chat tonight, so obviously he didn't win the lotto as he cleaned out those big bins of baseball cards. Oh, he says what is just in? Is this breaking news? Will B says, got me a monster. I wonder what that would be. While Eric's away, let me share with you my pickups today before we run out of time on the show. Oh,
come on, Mike. It's coffee,
so here
man.
are the pickups today, Eric. We picked this baby up. A colossal rookie. Who do you think?
Oh, my God. I'm going to have to make up an intro just for this.
The colossal rookie.
The Wilmer moment.
Yeah, that was today's pickup. We also picked this baby up today. This was a beauty out of only 25 made. I got number 24 out of 25. Guess who?
Wilmer.
Hey, you like that baby?
Another patch one, huh?
Yeah, a Wilmer classic significant futures card. And this one, I didn't look to see what. Oh, this one's at a 90. It's funny how you get one that looks really cool. You get one that's cool, it's at a 25. Then you get one really cool, but it's only at a 90. Oh, I shouldn't say only 99, but I like this one a lot. This one's at a 99. I picked that one up today. Don't laugh. Those are the pickups for today. Anything? Oh, and you won't remember this guy, perhaps. Do you remember Ray Knight?
Yeah, I remember Ray Knight.
Pick that one up today.
Hey, that's cool. Yeah, I remember Ray Knight.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. How come I show him 26 Wilmer Flores? He's like, oh, yeah. And then I show him one I got for 79 cents. He's like, oh, that's cool. Jesus, Eric.
Man,
I thought we support each other.
My infatuation doesn't involve Wilmer Flores.
Oh, brother. Let's see, what else did I pick? I got one more today. It's not going to be it's not an influential pickup by any stretch for anybody in the chat, but I picked this up today.
Oh, who's that?
That
Oh, it's Heron?
Yeah.
Dennis Heron.
1981-82 NHL goals against average leader. So that's from the 82-83 Peachy set, a Canadian set. Love back in the 70s and 80s, the fiberglass cool masks they wore.
Yeah, the Jason mask.
Yeah, I like that. So anyway, that's a quick look at pickups. I thought I'd share those with the viewers. And then Will B dropped back into the chat and said he had found a monster.
Oh, I know what he's talking
Was
about.
it the Carlton Fisk?
No, he's talking about a drink. He's talking about the energy drink.
Jeez, he says, I got a monster. I told the chat that Will was sorting his cards, and apparently he didn't hit the lottery because he's still with us. Mike O says, where do you buy a Fitz and Ramos card? I'll tell you where you buy the card.
I know where you can get it. Yeah, there you go.
Lefties in Burlingame. See, they're a proud sponsor. That's it. Lefties, they're available in Birmingham. They had a meet and greet last night. Went over pretty good from what I heard, as they had Tyler Fitzgerald in their store. We also want to say hi to Tim and everybody at Signatures for Soldiers. And our newest sponsor who jumped on board, signing a 1-year contract to be a sponsor on the show, Duxwell Printing. They've gone long-term because they say they can see the future of this show. I didn't think we'd last another week, but apparently they have higher hopes than we did, Eric. They have inked a 1-year contract and are proud sponsors of the show. If you're new to the show, Giant Sports Talk Live every night after the final pitch of the game. Obviously, a little later for us here on the West Coast when they're playing over in the East. And we're also up bright and early. We're up with the Roosters. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Yes.
Another Lights Entertainment production every morning at 7. So we thank you for your participation, especially everybody out there in the chat. Mentioned earlier that Eric's looking forward to meeting with you at the September 1st game. That's against the lowly Miami Marlins. Ugh. But we're looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing if you want to see me. Apparently Eric was in town today. And
man, I was on the way to the VA. I couldn't.
No knock on the door. Eric didn't leave a note under the door, did he? No. Oh, well. Gave you the benefit of the doubt, Eric. What else we got going on in the Glenn? Do you have an obsession?
Mike, you must be new to the show.
He must be new. Last week, what did we show? Oh, he wasn't here when I talked about scaling the telephone pole.
No, he must have not been here for the scaling of the telephone.
And I have the 9-foot banner of Wilmer Flores from the downtown San Francisco area. Yeah, that was when they're, when it starts getting into when you start getting the law involved in tasers, that's when we got to step back and say we got a problem. All right. Maybe I do need help. Yeah. So, and we broke out the bat the other night. We had the Wilmer Flores bat. I acquired one.
Yes, that's right.
And we had the bat of J.D. Davis. Oh, and somebody texted me. I think it might have been Robert. If not, someone else texted me today. They said, can you bring up the picture? Speaking of J.D., we did a montage of some of the fans who've been a part of our show that we've met over the ballpark. And they said, I want to see the picture of the bat. So I believe that meant the J.D. Davis bat that he gave to one of
right here.
Our viewers.
That's
kids.
the first one. That is
Let me get rid of
Charlie, the son of senior softball games. There's the handle, but there's a better one right here. There's the entire bat from J.D. Davis. That's pretty damn cool, man. Again, that's when a senior went back east, watched some Yankee games at Fenway, at Citizens Bank, and also went and saw the Mets at Citi Field, which was pretty damn cool. There you go.
Autographed. Did you notice it's autographed? He signed it.
Yep. Yes. Yep.
That was pretty cool. He usually carries a Sharpie. Whenever I'd see him over by the ballpark early in the morning, he always had a Sharpie with him. He'd always stop, talk to anybody and everybody. What a cool guy. One of the coolest San Francisco Giants players there have been in a long time, except for Wilmer, of course. And somebody asked in the chat, do you think would it be cool if Wilmer retired and then became a coach with us? I think Wilmer's too low key. Wilmer will retire and he'll ride off into the sunset. I can't see him coaching. What about you, Eric?
Yeah, I don't know, man. You kind of have to have a certain personality, right, to be a to be a coach.
Is there anything you want to touch on, or can I throw some of our I made a few calls today. I got some special guests lined
Go for
up.
it. I'm bringing up something interesting that
Okay.
I want to.
I had a chance to talk with a couple of guys. One was a former major leaguer and a World Series winner from 1992. His name was Rance Mullenix, played for the Toronto Blue Jays. He is from Visalia, so we might have him on.
Oh, he's from
show.
Visalia. I
Yes.
didn't know that.
Yes,
Wow.
and that is a connection. Minor league franchise was there with the Oakland A's. So had a chat with him, and might get him on the show to talk about the A's. Of course, a lot of major leaguers who've played in the past, 40, 50 years, Eric?
Yeah.
A lot of them can talk about what Oakland meant to them, what it was like to play in the Coliseum, good or bad. Another guy who I talked to earlier today was Matt Stairs. I've talked about him on the show before. Matt Stairs lives in Fredericton, New Brunswick, Canada. And Matt is a former long ball hitter in Major League Baseball, played for a lot of teams, won a World Series with the Philadelphia Phillies, was a former Oakland A. We're hoping to get him on the show, talk about his time with Oakland, playing at the Coliseum. Of course, the final Bay Bridge Series, and the fact that the A's will be leaving town. So we'll get his perspective on an upcoming show. We'll have Matt Stairs join us. And another guy who will join us, I just read this book, Eric. It's not to get into full details, but the guy who wrote the book, his name is Brad Baluchian. If I got the name wrong, I probably did. But Brad, what he did was he was a big baseball card collector as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So he was on eBay one day, and he says, I'm going to order an old pack of cards. It only cost him a couple of bucks. It was 1986 pack of cards. He opened it, and then he set out to meet with all 15 players that he got in the pack.
No kidding.
And the book is called The Wax Pack, On the Road in Search of Baseball's Afterlife, to find out what these players are doing. If they weren't really nice guys when they played, what are they like now? He'd knock on their door, and would they just slam the door in his face? Or some of them, it was like Thanksgiving dinner. They invited him in, had dinner with him. Anyway, I'm trying to get Brad on the show. Brad is actually from Oakland.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So I reached out, didn't get a chance to talk to him, but I did touch base through social media with Brad earlier today. Hopefully we will get him on an upcoming show as well. And I know it is not related to baseball, Eric, but coming up when we launch the new channel, that's right, the new channel, I have already had talks with some people over at the Golden State Valkyrie. And they're willing to come on the show, talk about the expansion of the Women's League, the NBA, to the Bay Area.
Interesting. That's
Eric,
cool.
I told you it's been a busy day. I worked the phone,
I guess.
did some sales, got some new sponsors for the other channels. Got more I don't know where we're going to get room on the website to put the sponsors up. And it's going to be another few days, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
The website. We got one alteration we had to make before we launched it. I got that looked after today. So in the next day or two, you're going to see our new website hitting. And maybe tomorrow night we'll talk more about that. And we were going to launch the contest this week. Give away the Logan Webb creamsicle jersey. Hopefully the website's up and we can do that, because tomorrow against the White Sox, Eric, will be creamsicle jersey night.
Yes. A matter of fact, did you know they're getting rid of those? Supposedly they're getting new City Connects next year.
I kind of like that. The creamsicles grew on me.
They did?
What about you?
I hate them. I don't like them. There's something
you didn't like the Phillies one the other day.
Oh, I hated the Phillies one. That was terrible.
Hey, guys.
Terrible.
Hey, guys. You know when Eric, he likes the San Diego Padre.
Oh, those are bad too, man.
Eric
those
likes
are
it.
bad.
So in other words, you're saying most of them kind of suck.
Most of them kind of stink, to be honest with you. Yeah.
There you go.
Senior, he's read that book. Said he met the guy in Fresno when the book first came out.
No. Really? And Senior's read the book.
Yeah, how about that?
And okay, Senior, if you've read the book, that's where I got the idea to reach out to Rance Mullenix. Every player in the book, I guess it was a problem. The good thing about the book, and what made it a good read for me, was you had guys You had all kinds of personalities in that 15-card pack, Eric. He went looking for Steve Yeager. But of course,
okay.
he gives a little background, Steve Yeager, an LA Dodger, and how he was in Playgirl magazine. Well, whatever floats your boat. Rance Mulliniks was in the pack. Who else was in the pack of cards, Eric? There was, see if you know some of these names, Eric.
Let me see.
Randy Reddy. He went in search of Randy Reddy, who was a San Diego Padre. Who else? Oh, here's another one. And each chapter is one of the players. Gary Templeton.
Oh, okay. I know Gary Templeton.
Sadly, there was only one player in the whole book he couldn't possibly find because he had passed away, and that was Al Cowens, a former Royal and Seattle Mariner. So, Senior, as Senior responded, who was your favorite chapter? Which player in that pack of cards, Senior? Can you remember the book? And maybe you had a certain chapter when he reflected about meeting. I thought the one about Rance Mulliniks was pretty good. How he played 16 years. He goes, I played 16 years in Major League Baseball. He was single, and he went out on a date after his career ended. Nobody in his hometown knew who he was. None of the girls knew he was. So one girl went on a date with him, Eric, and the next day she went to her government job or office, and there was a pile of about 200 baseball cards. Everyone in the office knew who Mulliniks was.
That's
can you get my cards autographed?
Wow.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. So there were people in his town apparently didn't know who he was. But anyways, pretty good. Guys, support Brad. So we get him on the show. Everybody go to Amazon. You can order this book. It's less than $20. I get the hardcover. I like hardcovers because they last longer, protected well. Maybe if we all buy a book on Amazon, he can get on the show and I'll go, yeah, dude, we sold 42 books for you. I wonder what happened.
Oh, man. Could you imagine?
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? And then what I'm going to do is if he comes on the show, I'm going to make plans with him. I'm going to get a couple of copies autographed, and I'm going to donate them to Signatures for Soldiers.
Nice.
I'm always thinking, Eric.
You're always thinking.
Pretty face, man. I'm not a pretty face, period.
It's been a few years, so I don't remember too much about it, but I do think he should do another one. Great idea.
Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah. He just got in his car and he'd go, he'd find a guy. Oh, God, like you say, that each chapter, there's like 15 chapters, more than 15 in the book, but he talked about each player. For example, the final chapter, Rich Hebner.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, you don't remember Richie Hebner, the Pittsburgh Pirates, Cubs?
No.
All right. Well, Richie Hebner, he lives in Westbury, New York. And he'd just get in his little Honda Civic and he'd drive to try to find him in that town and go knock on the door.
Man.
And then spend a day or two with them. So when he hung out with Rance Mulliniks had him over in his baseball camp. Said, you're going to stay at my place. Like, my God, a major league player, Eric. You just knock on the guy's door and he's like, yeah, you can still hotel. You're going to stay at my place and I'm going to feed you.
Wow, that's pretty damn cool.
Isn't it?
Wow.
And
when did you write this book?
Oh, this book only came out a couple of years ago, Eric.
So it's fairly new. Okay.
Usually right in the front cover, it'll say 2020. 2020 it was released.
Wow.
Yeah. Library of Congress cataloging 2020. There you go. Yeah. Anyway, I thought I'd share that because I'd like to get him on the show, and I'm just waiting for him. He hasn't reached out, but I only sent him the message just before game time tonight.
Sweet.
There you have it. Got some guests. Matt Stairs would be a good one. Former
Matt
Oakland
Stairs
Knight.
is going to be a good one. He was a lot of people talking about him. He's in a few baseball books too, just talking about how he's not your prototypical baseball player.
You know who he reminds me of? And I wouldn't say this to him on the show. John Crook.
John Crook. Yeah. He's a bigger guy, right?
He's built like that. And when you see him in the offseason, Matt would always wear like a plaid jacket. Looked like a lumberjack. Steel toe work boots, plaid jacket, like covered in sawdust. Looked like he just rolled out of bed, into the backwoods. And that's the way he lives life up there in Canada.
Is
And then
he?
you go, yeah, and the guy's worth, got a few $1 million tucked away, but he just lives like,
That's
guy,
awesome.
a farmer down the street, right? I'm just curious. Eric?
Look at that, Rob. See, you already got a sale there, Glenn. That book is 1762. That's a steal. Just bought it here. Be here.
Hey, Rob. There you go. So now I'm going to reach out and I'm going to tell him in a text or an email tomorrow. I'm going to say, Brad, we started selling books for you. Now you got to come on the show. I'm just curious. I'm going to bring this up, Eric. Matt Stairs. The fact that I know Matt going back many years, okay? Matt and I go way back. Matt played hockey as a kid.
Okay.
He was a good hockey player. Matt played football and could have went to play in the Canadian Football League.
Wow.
But he was a damn good ball player. So when he played in a little town called Marysville, which is basically like going over the Bay Bridge to Oakland.
Dude, I know where Marysville is. I lived there. When I was stationed in Beale. You're talking about the Gold Sox? He played for the Gold Sox?
No, Marysville, New Brunswick. In Canada.
You're talking about going over the bridge and going over out of the Bay Area.
Right.
Oh, gotcha.
From Fredericton. It's like going over to Marysville.
It's like going over the Bay Bridge. Gotcha. Never mind. I thought you were talking about
excited. You got me excited in return. Anyway, Matt Stairs.
Marysville, California, man.
I'm looking up. He played 19 years in the major leagues. Okay, Eric?
Wow.
He played for the Montreal Expos, the Boston Red Sox, the Oakland Athletics, the Chicago Cubs, the Milwaukee Brewers, and the Pittsburgh Pirates. So you think he was either real good or real bad, right?
Right.
But I'm not done. He played for the Kansas City Royals, the Toronto Blue Jays, Texas Rangers, the Detroit Tigers, the Philadelphia Phillies, where he won the World Series, San Diego Padres, and the Washington Nationals. So I think it's more, it would be more time effective just to name the cities he didn't play.
He didn't play.
Yeah. And I'm curious, as I quickly look, the reason I brought him up on my stats page, I want to see, take a guess. Matt Stairs, I called him Mr. Grip It and Rip It. How many home runs do you think he had in his major league career?
Oh, he had a lot, I'm sure, because that's what he did. If he was a 19, man, let me think. Was he close to 300?
265.
There it is. Look at
and
that.
he broke a record that maybe perhaps the purists, the guys who go way back and love the history of baseball, perhaps didn't want to see broken. Matt Stairs holds the all-time Major League Baseball record for most pinch hit home runs.
No kidding. That's what he was famous for, right?
So wouldn't it be cool we get him on the show sooner than later, especially with the Oakland A's moving?
I want to hear that because I want to hear how hard it is to come off the bench cold and go up there and give a quality major league at bat. Yeah, let's do it, man. I can't wait.
Well, when I reached out earlier today, the main question was, how long would the interview go? And you know what? I just want to get them in. So when you sense that they just want to, maybe they're not comfortable, how long would the interview be? I always go, 10 minutes. I want to get them on for 2 hours, Eric.
I hear you.
Your scoreboard, and then we go right to Fredericton and talk to Matt Stairs. I think
do it.
A 2-hour interview with this guy would be
fantastic.
19 years in the majors, packing up your suitcase, and I know his wife. What it must have been like how do you live in 19 major league cities?
That's incredible.
Or whatever it was, 18 or 17 cities. Was it 16?
19 years.
19 years. And to win a World Series.
He's got a World Series ring, man.
Got a World Series ring with the Phillies. Oh my God. He hit a guess what, Eric? You can look it up. I don't know. We'll talk about it for tomorrow night's show if we can show highlights. He had a pinch hit, albeit pinch hit, 2-run home run in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series that beat the Dodgers, sent them to the World Series.
Interesting.
Guy was a machine.
Wow. See, that I didn't know. Do we have to come on a little bit early to compensate for the time difference? Because
if we, let's just, when we get to that bridge,
fair enough.
I'll figure it out. All right. I'll cross the bridge when I get there. Perhaps we can just tape the interview earlier to, if the guy says I'd like to do it earlier, I'll be on the horn to you and say, Eric, we got to record an interview.
Fair enough.
I don't want to pass that one up. He'd be a great one. And out of the book, Rance Mulliniks of the Toronto Blue Jays, 16-year career. I wanted to, and especially again, the Oakland A's. I don't know if they still, do the guys in the chat follow minor league ball? Do they have a team currently in Visalia? Because in Moneyball, they mentioned the Oakland A's had like a double A or an A ball.
Fresno, who I think Houston. It's in, I don't think it's, do they have this? Visalia Oaks, right? Chat, isn't the Visalia Oaks still out there? Could be wrong. I could be wrong. The Visalia Oaks. Yeah, see, I remember. Are they affiliated with a ball club right now?
Tom says, what happened to Giants Talk? We're talking baseball.
Come on, Tom. We were talking Giants like for the first hour.
Yeah.
Visalia Rawhide. They're called the Rawhide now? Rawhide.
Really?
Rawhide. Yeah.
Anyway, we got that going on. We got other guests.
They're affiliated with the D-backs.
See, that's another thing. If you, Eric, you could study, do a complete deep dive into minor league baseball. Step away for 2 years. When you come back, half the teams have changed affiliations.
Yeah, they changed the different affiliations. Just like how, the Giants AAA used to be Fresno. Then they came up here to, yep.
That's true. Tonight's game, Eric, big crowd. It was only because 29,000. I call that a big crowd. That was a good crowd.
Pretty big for a Monday night. Yeah.
You know why? You know why?
Because of the drone show.
And it didn't have to do with the White Sox. Drone show and Harry Potter night.
Yes.
Everybody, they had a special giveaway, Harry Potter San Francisco Giants jersey, which looked pretty cool. I see they're already up on eBay.
It's weird. When they do the TV broadcast and they show the scoreboard, it is so whitewashed, you can't see nothing when they show the scoreboard. Like when they show the players and stuff. Oh, it's I don't know if it's because it's so bright, but it's just everything's just whitewashed. Every time.
Must just be the way the television, their cameras pick it up, Eric.
Yeah, it has to be just the way the cameras are because every time they shoot it out there, it's like, man, that looks horrible.
Because everything that I filmed, whether it's the scoreboard.
Oh, look at that. That's cool.
That was the drone show. Isn't that cool?
That's pretty damn cool.
And then I thought, if you're one of the sea creatures out there in one of those ships that bring the cargoes over from overseas, and you see this breaking out over the water, you must, what is going on? Isn't that pretty freaking cool? So they had the baseball ones. They had
no problem, Tom. I get you.
Great things. And the Harry Potter jersey kind of looked like, whatever the.
I saw that with the kids. They had that. Yeah.
Yeah. They gave away a lot of those jerseys. And see, I see the scoreboard pretty good. They were singing "Bye Bye Baby" after the.
Yeah, see, that looks fantastic.
And that was after Matt Chapman's home run. The end of the inning, they play "Bye Bye Baby."
Yeah, gotcha.
I always look forward to that song. I know it's outdated. They mentioned Candlestick Park in it. Instead of KNBR, it's
KSFO.
Yeah, KSFO.
KSFO, yeah.
That wasn't yesterday. History's in the making. I always laugh. History's in the making. Yeah, right. Let's not go there. So what do we got? Tomorrow night, we got the San Francisco Giants taking on one of the worst teams ever in Major League Baseball, the White Sox.
It's
I want to take a look at what the pitching matchup for tomorrow night will look like. Eric, just bringing that up now. I don't know if you have it up there, but let's see.
No, I don't have it up here.
All right, how about you want me to take this? 6:45 tomorrow night. White Sox have 30 wins, 96 losses, have Davis Martin 0-1 and a 3 ERA up against Robbie Ray grunting and pitching tomorrow night. He's 2-2. 6 ERA, don't let it fool you. He's a victim of his own circumstance, walking batters, hitting batters. If he can get out of the first inning unscathed, looks pretty good. Tomorrow, 69 degrees at opening pitch, winds 14 out to center. Will we see a long ball or two tomorrow? I dare say we will. Yes, Robbie.
Right? Isn't that what
Thank you, Robbie.
Yeah.
Thank you, Robbie. So the Giants 64-63. We're still hovering around that 500 mark. We're one game up. We play the White Sox. Eric, is it too much to ask? We sweep 3 in a row. White Sox. It's there
Yes,
for the take.
you're asking too much. With this team, you're asking too much, but you never
Better late
know.
than never.
Exactly. Well, you got to remember, where do they go right after Chicago? They're going up to Seattle. Then they're going over to Milwaukee.
I'll be doing the show this weekend from Seattle. I'll be at the games in Seattle. I'm not doing Milwaukee. I'll be back in the studio. They're playing. They got an off day next Monday, play Milwaukee, then come home for the Miami series, and we will be at the Sunday game. I know why you picked that game, by the way.
Which one? The September 1st one?
September 1st.
The only reason why I picked it is because it's an afternoon game. I could get home in time to do the show.
It's because you want to meet Chardal.
Ibrahim says 100% Ray has skid marks after a start. Oh, man. Glenn has the Momo. I have no idea.
The Momo?
Don't know what the Momo is.
The Momo.
All right, what else we got in here? We're winding down. I don't think. Let's see.
Grand Admiral says you might just watch Bull Durham after the show.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Or Field of Dreams. Did you watch that last night, Glenn?
No. It was getting late. I had some other work to do. As you know, I have 4 radio stations I had to get my work done for.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the guys at the radio station had a heart problem today, Eric.
Again?
Didn't I tell you off
Yes,
the air?
you had like 3 guys.
3 guys that I worked with on the radio dropped dead. And now I get a message today. Can you fill in, do the afternoon show? Like, geez, I did overnights. I did mornings. I did noon hour. Like, he's like, he sent me a picture. Man? He goes, yeah. He goes, they rushed me to Halifax. He's like 6 hours from his hometown. They rushed me to Halifax. My heart. Like, all right, I'll do the show.
Holy crap,
I'll do the show,
dude.
So anyway, it's been a rough time. So, Eric, I just want everyone in the chat, and I want you to personally know I've had a great time doing the show, just in case anything else to happen to me.
Get a phone call. Hey,
I'm not even joking about it. You could get a phone call. Yeah, Eric, you got to do the show tomorrow on your own. You'd be like, and the next day. And the next day. Will be lined up. No, Chardal will take over.
Chardal, oh, man. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
What do we got? Let me check here. Current subscribers are at 262.
What?
Not bad. 262.
262.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, hit the like and subscribe. Please. I usually don't ask that, but guys, hit the like and subscribe. Helps with the metrics or the whatever you called it, Eric.
The algorithm.
What the hell is that? Have you figured that out yet? The algorithm. No. Jesus. Maybe I'm too old. Any of you guys up in the chat, maybe Will knows.
I think it's a bunch of bullshit, to be honest with you. Sounds like that's what it sounds like to me. It just sounds like a bunch of bullshit.
I think you summed it up in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Google, yeah, that's his name. Google. He Googles everything. He Googles everything.
Oh, good question. I didn't look into this. Didn't think of it today, Eric.
Oh, yeah. We'll have to figure that one out. It'd be so
and we also looked at, I don't know what you call it, Eric. I call it the dots, Dippin' Dots. Can we do the Dippin' Dots?
Yeah, we could do the dots. That's easy. Yeah, that's not an issue.
We're allowed to do that?
Yeah, we could do that. That's not an issue.
So I can sit here and you can say, Glenn, the Giants, they have to win this series. I go, here's the 0-2 pitch. It's low. That's 1 ball.
You could.
We can call the game.
Yeah, you can call the game, man.
We can call the game. This is going to be
it's funny.
All right, we're in. We're in for a game.
Because they got something new this year. Up in the upper left-hand corner, there's a little picture of the diamond, and you can see where the ball. So if it shows in play, you can look at that screen and see where it's going.
Ground ball to Vargas.
Pick
it up and fire it into second base.
It's a fly ball to deep right center. It's got a chance. Yeah, we could do that.
This is going to take me back. I haven't called a ball game, Eric, in a long. Hockey's my thing. hockey. I can call it a mean hockey game, but I've been called many baseball games over the years. That'd be a hoot if you're in for it.
Yeah, heck yeah, man. That'd be a lot of fun. I enjoy that one.
That'd be a hoot.
You know what?
You can. I don't know if you want. Do you want to be the analyst or do you want to be the now batting number 41, Wilmer Flores? Here's Flores to the plate. He's 4 for 4 today. Another magical day for Flores. We're making it up.
We'll figure it out.
We're making that up.
Wait, is the last game? Is it going to be an afternoon game? Is that their game an afternoon game?
Which game, Eric? I'm sorry.
The Logan Webb and Crochet game. I bet you it's a freaking afternoon
it's
game.
12:45 game.
God, never mind.
You know what's really freaking cool about this, Eric? You've got 12:45 Crochet versus Webb, and then at 6:40 you've got Pepio and Spence. It's a Bay Area doubleheader. The Oakland A's are playing a game against Tampa at 6:40. You can do both games.
Interesting.
When was the last time you could do that? Both Bay Area teams playing same day, and you can see both.
And you could go see both if you wanted to.
Just a BART right away. Big fire at the BART station up your way or over in the East Bay today.
Yep.
Yeah, they shut down the BART. Good thing I wasn't going over to the Oakland A game today.
Oh, my goodness.
Anyway, it's been a long day for me. I don't know about you. We got to get up early, do the show tomorrow.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, today was a long day. There is no doubt about that.
Hey, you were in the city. Hopefully everything's okay with you.
Yeah, everything was great, man. I just had to go get my freaking jaw looked at. But no traffic. It was beautiful. The only traffic I hit is just coming off the Bay Bridge, getting over to the 101. And then that was pretty much it. And then I hit a little bit of traffic on the 37 on the way home. But, man, that VA hospital over there in San Francisco is no joke. Really? Oh, hold on. What? I think I know what they're talking about. Yep, I know what they're talking about.
What's wrong? Who?
I think
what?
You're going to love this.
Who?
You're going to love this. Hold on, let me find it.
Why? What happened?
Hold on. You're going to love it. Oh, you're getting a Suno treatment, Glenn.
What? Why did Wilmer get released?
No, hold on. Let me email it. We got a little surprise for you here.
I can only imagine. Well, while you do that, why don't we let the guys and gals out there in the audience know we haven't done so tonight. If they're new to the show and you like Giant Sports Talk Live, a Northern Lights Entertainment production, we have got bigger, even better things coming real soon to YouTube, as well as a brand new website. We got so much going on. Eric, just lay it on them.
Here we go.
Coming soon, Northern California's newest home for the best sports coverage. The evolution of Bay Area sports. The Golden State Warriors, San Francisco Giants, San Jose Sharks, the 49ers, sports commentary, and more. Start your day and end your day with the Bay Area's best sports coverage. All sports, all year long. Coming soon. A Northern Lights Entertainment production.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. That's coming sooner than later, but all the I's haven't been dotted. T's got to be crossed. A few legal things we got to get done with the federal government before we can launch that. And as soon as it is put to bed, I get my federal license. It is also going to feature radio as well as TV. What do we got here?
Here we go.
Who the hell wrote this?
You ready? Are you ready to hear this?
Wait, as soon as I saw Wilmer Flores in my bedroom, I thought, is this safe?
No, it's all good.
Let her rip.
You ready to hear it? Let's go.
Glenn's got a secret in his Wilmer Flores baseball cards, shiny in the light. Find him at the card shop, wallet in his hand. Filling up a binder with that Mets fan brand. Wilmer Flores all the way. Glenn's collection here to stay. Every card in plastic case gives a smile on Glenn's face. Training in the schoolyard.
Oh, there's more.
If there's more.
Glenn's got the rare ones. Jealousy abounds. Late nights organizing. Spreads them on the floor. Each one in a special spot. Always room for more. Wilmer Flores all the way. Glenn's collection here to stay. To stay. Every card in plastic case gives a smile on Glenn's face.
Oh my God.
Oh, baby. Big
I think
finish.
it's
More.
now.
There's more. Is there more?
Late nights organizing.
Yeah, right here.
Spreads them on the floor.
The bridge.
There's more. There's more.
Each one in a special spot. Always room for more.
Oh, yeah.
Wilmer Flores all the way.
All the way.
Glenn's collection here to stay. To stay. Every card in plastic case gives a smile on Glenn's face. Glenn's collection here to stay. To stay. Every card in plastic case gives a smile on Glenn's face.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Who brought that to the table?
I'll give you one guess. It wasn't me.
Is that a Will B production?
That's a Will Be production. Yes.
Really?
Yeah. He uses
Willie.
AI.
Willie B. Oh, my God. You know, he kids because he cares. I love that guy. Thanks, buddy. You just made my day. I had a long, grumpy day. It was a long day. I'm tired. And then Wilmer Flores all the I'm going to be singing that now. All the way. Got my cards in the binders. They're in their plastic cases.
Spread him out on
That's
the
me.
floor.
He knows me too well. Oh, they're never on the floor. Well, I guess I could sort them on the floor. But isn't that is so cool? Wallet in hand. Oh yeah, I spent a lot of money. Thanks,
Oh,
Will.
man, that Yaz one was pretty freaking good, man. That one is pretty. The Luke Jackson one, that one was fantastic. Oh my gosh, there were some good ones that he's put out there.
What's this one here? I had a Dan. Oh, is that Dan? Was it Coach Emilio?
Yeah.
He didn't like it. Oh, hey, I'm not far behind. You know, I pointed out a bald-headed guy at the game tonight, and I told my wife, if I ever end up like that, you can divorce me. Oh, this guy had the complete, like, he had long hair, like thick long hair, but it was like complete. It was like the opposite. He had like the 180 of a mohawk.
No.
It was, he had the, like a complete runway up the middle. And then
All
the
the
hair
hair's on
was
the
like this. I hope he's not in the same section tomorrow and he's watching the show.
You
There'll be
didn't give him a card, did
Be a
you?
brawl in my section.
Did you give him a card?
No, but I did I take his picture? No, I didn't give him a card. I did give a card to one of the guys in my section. He's a season ticket holder. He goes, I recognize you from somewhere.
Oh, really?
I said, it must be from the I said it must be from Daly City in the post office wall. Jeez. Now wanted. Then he asked me if he could have one of our cards, and I gave one to him. And 2 innings later, I got up. It was the 7th inning stretch, and I'm like, oh, and I turn around, I go, dude, I had to pay for that. He He dropped it under his seat. So it didn't mean a whole lot to him, I guess. But anyway, he said he was gonna check out the show. He had a long drive back home after tonight's game. But Glenn, how many Glens do you know? There is only one Glenn.
Oh my God, I'm trying.
Right, Eric? How many Glens do you know, Eric?
Only
That's
one
right.
Glenn.
Yeah, only one Glenn, and he was an astronaut.
Yeah, he was.
Speaking of astronauts, I think I saw Addie here earlier. Addie had a few comments. Addie must go to bed. Isn't it college season coming up? Addie might be. He might be like, less time spent with us. But that's okay. Oh, Eric, that was so freaking cool. We got to wrap it up soon.
Yes. Time to
All
wrap
right.
it up.
Giants tomorrow night, White Sox, 6:45. Eric and I will be on after the game. Maybe I'll be here to start the show. If not, Eric will be there, and I'll be jumping on as usual. I would do the same for Eric, and he's a good guy to have as a teammate. Will B's out there moderating, keeping it real, so to speak. In the chat, you guys are always bringing it. We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
It's a long day. I want to get out of here a few minutes early. Join us tomorrow morning, bright and early at 7. On the way out, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have it one more time on the way out, and then we'll play the close?
You want to get that? All right. And you know what? On the close, I'll play some Willie Mays. Why not? It's been a little while.
All right, but I want to hear my song one more time.
You want to hear one more time? Hold on.
One more time.
Got to bring up. Hold on. Let me bring up the email, and we'll play it on the way out.
Bernice is just coming into the room, so I'm going to sit back and we're going to savor it. And she's going to get a real chuckle out of this.
This is pretty good.
Thanks,
good.
Will. Thanks, buddy. At least for thinking about me. This is pretty cool.
That is
all
pretty
right, guys.
awesome.
We'll see you tomorrow, 7 a.m. And if not, we'll see you tomorrow night for another edition of Giant Sports Talk Live. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to you guys. Eric, have a great day tomorrow.
Woo! See you guys tomorrow night.
Glenn's got a secret in his room at night. Wilmer Flores baseball cards shining in the light. Find him at the card shop, wallet in his hand, filling up a binder with that Mets fan brand. Wilmer Flores all the way. Collection here to stay. Every card in plastic case gives a smile on Glenn's face. Training in the schoolyard, kids gather around. Glenn's got the rare ones, jealousy abounds. Organizing, spreads them on the floor. Each one in a special spot, always room for more. Wilmer Flores all the way. Glenn's collection here to stay. Every card in plastic case gives a smile on Glenn's face. Late nights organizing, spreads them on the floor. Each one in a special spot, always room for more. Wilmer Flores all the way. Glenn's collection here to stay. Every card in plastic case gives a smile